Right, with the Hebrew Israelites, come out week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, alright, which is run by Esau, the so-called white man. First, I want to give all praise, glory and honor to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, salutations and blessings to the Archean, teaching the word is sincerity and truth. And that 1/3, blessings to them, man. I think Apostle Gabar said to be blessed is when someone bows down to you. No one's bowing down to us at the moment, but give it time, man. And this week, what you've known in the news, there's a lot of things that are heating up, like that we brought out last week. What's his name? Khashoggi, the guy that has gone missing.
Oh yeah. The Arab.
Yeah.
Arab someone.
Yeah, he was in Turkey.
Yeah.
And he went to the Arab consulate, and because he speaks out against the royal family, they're saying that he's dead. But where's the body? Now, Erdogan has said they're not going to stand for it. Donald Trump is not saying much because he buys weapons from them. All right. So all these nations, you can see the division happening, man. All right, and it's prophecy. You know.
Right. 2 Timothy 3:1 says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come."
That's it. Perilous times shall come, man. All right. Isn't the Syrians in a perilous condition? What about the people of Yemen, man, who are boiling leaves to eat it? Leaves of the tree. That's their main source of food, man. All right. See?
Verse 2, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves,
Yep.
covetous, boasters, proud blasphemers,
Oh, really?
disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection,
Yep.
truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good."
There you go. Now we're trying to beat. You know what? Read that verse again. Call it and read it, sir.
2 Timothy 3 and 3.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. "For men shall be lovers of their own selves,
Actually, sorry, no. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. See?
covetous, boasters."
Wait. It says, men shall be lovers of themselves. Now, where do we have that? Instagram, innit? Facebook, Twitter, especially our women, man. If they're a Israelite woman and they're light skinned and they got big tits and ass, because you know, some men like her ass, you know, big ass, some like tits. But if she's got both and she's light skinned, man, she'll have an Instagram page and she'll have over 100,000 subscribers. All right, because she's a lover of herself, and that shows low self-esteem. That you need someone else to validate you that you look good. All right. So these scriptures is what's the word? It's an analysis of what's happening today.
Proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents.
Wait. Proud, man. Proud. All right. And there's no one more prouder than the Edomites, man. All right. They're very proud. But you know, a lot of you Jakes are proud. Is it proud? What?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
Disobedient to parents.
There you go. When it says blasphemous, it means to speak ill of. All right. To tell a lie, man. That's what IUIC is doing. All right. They're teaching you that you can call God any name you want, and they actually said you can call him Yo Play Yoga. Wow, man. That's one of the wickedest things I've ever heard. Proud. They are proud.
Disobedient to parents.
Disobedient to parents. Have we not had this year gun violence has gone through the roof, right? And we've outpassed New York in deaths. And when you look at all the collage of the victims, 95% of them are Israelites, man. Huh?
Unthankful, unholy.
And a lot of our people, right, they are thankful and they are unholy, man. You should be thankful. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you're right. Long time, man. You too, man. You too, man. How's things been? Thing, yeah?
Need to get a couple more copies of From Babylon to take up too.
Okay.
When I get that, I'll let you know, innit?
Yeah.
I know you got that as well, innit?
I got it already.
And then the Hebrews and West Africa.
Got that already. what I'll do, I'll take your number later. You know what?
You see man, lost talks. You don't come to Seven Sisters no more.
Nah.
Brixton.
Nah. But don't worry about it because I'm filming here.
Yeah.
What you can do is you can write your number on a paper and I'll call you. Yeah?
Alright, let me get to it.
And I just want to tell the people that when we used to speak in Seven Sisters, what's it?
Solomon.
Yeah, he sells books, all right? And they have some good books mainly about our history, man. So you walked here and you were basically bumped into us, man. All right? Hold that, but get Proverbs 20 and 24. Because the Lord made him come here today, man. And we need sometimes books that we might find hard to get.
Yeah, that's what I want to catch up on my books, man.
That's it. So the Lord is feeding us, man. Right? That's the problem with our people. A lot of them don't like to read, man. You know, they hate discipline, they hate everything.
Is it Saturday you're at Seven Sisters
We're usually there during the week, like.
as well?
Yeah, Mondays.
Mondays as well?
Yeah.
All right, not Sundays.
Not Saturdays, not Sundays usually.
Oh.
But during the week. Thursday
Right.
and Friday we're in Brixton as well.
All right.
I'm just trying to find the piece of paper. Right.
You got one.
Yep. I apologize for that, Arkin. But this is our job to feed the flock, right? And the Lord made him come. But Proverbs 20 and 24. And that's happened a lot, man. They're not coincidences.
Proverbs 20 and 24.
Yeah.
Man's goings are of the Lord's.
Yep.
How can a man then understand his own way?
See, he didn't understand his own way, but it wasn't a coincidence. He came by today. You know? Yeah. Thank you very much. Boy, I'll keep it good, man. Alright, we're always here anyway, every Saturday, yeah? Alright, cool. He's not against the truth, he's for it.
Yeah, man. All right,
No?
nice one. Nice.
Take it easy, yeah? Alright. So I apologize for that, but he came by and we know him quite well because sometimes we used to buy books of him, etc. When he did it in Brixton, the Edomite cops
Yeah.
more or less beat him up, manhandled him, man. You know?
Trying to make some change.
Trying to make some change.
Shows how wicked they are.
Yeah. Just selling books on the street to educate your people, the Edomite cops were harassing him, man.
Yeah.
So call everything again.
Right. Do you want this from number 2 again? Or?
Slakia, can I just say it? No, let him read first. I'll say what I've got to say after.
One. Sorry, what do you want to say?
No, because they knew back in the 18th century when it was a law against us reading,
Yeah.
especially the Bible, but even them same spirits are back here trying to prevent us from getting educated and getting back to reading again.
That's right. It's true. It's the same people, man.
Yeah,
It's in their spirit anyway, man.
they know the power of books.
They know the power. Did not the Lord say, "Blessed is he that readeth"? We'll get that after this. You know.
Well, there's a scripture right here that goes with that, innit?
How is it?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Decided to show ourselves approved.
Okay, you can read that first.
Alright. 2 Timothy 2 and 15 says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
See, so we're not ashamed when we come out here, right? We don't care about the looks. When I first came to truth, when the Lord first brought me into truth, because he controls people, Proverbs 20 and 24, sometimes I'll look at people, they'll give us dirty looks and I'll get angry. But now it's war for ducks back. And it's a part of the punishment that we have, man.
Yeah.
So we do need to study to show thyself approved. You know?
Right, 2 Timothy 3 and 3.
Oh, wait a minute, sorry. What's that one? Revelations, blessed is he that readeth.
Yeah.
Know that one?
Yeah, that's 1, isn't it? Revelation 1, verse 1, and then it goes on down.
Really?
Yeah.
Revelation 1. But that's what we have to do, man. We have to, first of all, it's freezing today. They said an Arctic breeze is coming. So you prepare yourself accordingly, man. We used to have a guy in our camp and he was scared of the cold. Now I've got sickle cell, and sickle cell it's a death wish to be out in the cold. Imagine a homeless person with sickle cell. But this guy was fully fine, and because it was cold, he was turning the pages with gloves. So why don't you take your gloves off? He went, I'm cold. That's not enduring hardness as a soldier of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Okay? And it sounds bad. If I can do it, he can do it, man. You don't have to take painkillers to come to camp, but the cold. That's why a lot of you Israelites, you're gonna find out the hard way, man.
And can I just say about the spirit, if you understand the spirit of all of it, because when we was in our security, in our position of rest, we didn't appreciate it. Now we're back in Babylon again. Now the Most High is making us work. That's the spirit of the Most High, don't we? Now we got to work for our inheritance, and when we understand we got to work for our inheritance, we're going to get it. Go through what we've got to go through, the cold and everything else, all the seasons. We'll get it again, and we appreciate it because we worked for it. That's the spirit of the Most High.
That's right, and we will appreciate it. Even Sabak said this. He goes, all the end time prophecies, we want it to go quickly, but like a meal, you eat a nice meal, you savor it around your mouth. You like this, you like that, you know. And there you go. There's more demons there, then. We're preaching the word. All of a sudden, a cracker comes up singing. You know. Go ahead, bless you.
Revelation 1 and 3 says, "Blessed is he that readeth,
Yep.
and they that hear the words of this prophecy,
There you go. He said,
and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand."
What was that? Revelation 1, 3. Oh.
Hold on, read it again.
Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Time is at hand, man. Blessed is he that readeth. Alright? And blessed means to bow down. So if you're part of the elect of the nation of Israel, these other nations, first they're going to bow down to Yahushua, but really they're going to bow down to us as well. You know why? Well, we're going to have them as slaves. That's why. Even if they look at me funny, alright, I will torture them just for that. Alright? Now it says, blessed is he that readeth. This is one of my favorite books, man. And it's about us ruling the Middle Ages. Alright, the Negro Question, Part 4, The Missing Link, by Lee Cummins, who was a so-called African American. Alright? This goes in to how we got taken from Europe, man. And especially Cromwell. Alright? And that's one of the things I did this week. That video on Oliver Cromwell and how he got rid of the Black Irish, which is people you call so-called West Indians, tribe of Benjamin, man. Finish that, yeah?
Yeah. You don't want anything else from Timothy, 2 Timothy?
Just hold it. I want you to read this. Now we're going to read page 10 from this book, because everything that happened back then is getting ready to happen now, man. You Israelites were judged, and the Lord put you on slave ships. Now he's going to judge you for one last time. So it would behoove you to listen to people like us. All right? Page 10. One highlight.
Right, so this is the Negro Question.
Part 4.
Part 4, Missing Link. Page 10, it says, the heading is King Charles I of Scots and England.
Yeah.
It says King Charles I had the unlucky distinction of having his head cut off by the English.
There you go, and it says Charles I, because he was King James' son. King James had many sons, but the first blessing goes to where? The son, isn't it? So he was the first, so he inherited it. And in our culture, alright, the king rules, whether good or bad. Alright? But they didn't like that. The Edomites. When you read about their history, the royalists were our people, Israelites, so-called black people, and the parliamentarians were white people. Alright?
Yeah, so let me just say as well, because it says had the unlucky distinction of having his head cut off by the English, and it says in brackets white subjects in his realm. So it's talking, obviously showing a distinction that
right.
obviously he was a Jake, a man of colour, an Israelite,
Right.
And the ones that did it to him was obviously Edomites.
Edomites, man.
So it says King Charles I wasn't the only one to suffer this indignation. When the English overran the country, they hung and decapitated the men, raped the women, burned the citizens at the stakes, and dashed the children against the stones.
There you go, man. And all that's biblical, isn't it? It's not the Lord say, we're going to smash their babies.
Dash their little ones.
Yeah, dash their little ones against the stones. They were doing it, so on the channel, I'm going to put it up on our sit-down channel, GMS sit-downs, because it's half an hour, but believe me, the mistakes we made, the wickedness that we were doing, and their main argument was Parliament should do the rules of society, not the monarchy. Why did they say that? But the monarchy was us. That's right.
Also because the scripture says, happy shall thou be, man.
Yep.
So the Lord knew that was going to happen to us.
That's
and
it.
He was going to get the recompense.
That's it. Speak up a little bit.
It says, this is a bit of history that is not taught nor reported in the annals of world history.
There you go. The word history, break it down. It's his story. It's not our story. Like you have that DVD online, what's it called? Hebrews to Negroes. Alright? The brothers that made that, Lord willing, their brothers, shows you everything, man. Alright? And he said, we got to get our history right. No time for coonery, buffoonery. Alright? None of that, man. It's a serious time we live in.
Exactly. That's why it says history is written by the victim.
That's it.
That's why you say his story. Because whoever wins the battles, whoever's in control at the time,
Thank you.
they are going to be able to write the history as they see fit.
Yeah, and that's what they did to us. That's why they called it the Renaissance period. But really it started in the 14th century, because in Spain, Italy and Portugal, our people were under Islam and they were taken out. So really, 1400s up until the 1700s, that's the Renaissance period. And the word Renaissance means rebirth. Rebirth of the Roman Empire. Alright? America has a Congress and a Senate. Alright? Over here you've got two-party system. America's got a two-party system. Alright? And in this kingdom, don't they like sports? Did not the Romans love Colosseum battles?
What was the name of the
What?
The name of the two parties that they used to have in Rome?
Yeah, I can't remember their names.
Got the name.
Got the names. And now over here in England, we had three parties. The Liberal Democrats.
The plebeians and the patricians.
Okay, so say that again.
The plebeians and the patricians. That was a two-party system in Rome.
See, that was a two-party system in Rome. Now we had three parties, Liberal Democrats, blah blah, and the leader of that used to cuss David Cameron. Then all of a sudden he merged with them. So now we've got two parties. The other parties can't do anything. Green Party. You had a guy, a white guy being stupid. He said, we're the Teddy Party. And when he came to elections or whatever, he was dressed as a bear. That's the kind of folly that's going on in this kingdom, man. Waste of space. Right?
That's it.
That's it on that, yeah? I get, go back to Timothy. So what happened back then in the 1600s? And that, the brother read that was from the 1600s, man. And then Cromwell died, and then his son was in line to be the king. His son said, I don't want it. So King Charles I had a son, all right? And his nickname was Black Boy, James II. So he went on the throne. And by that time, slavery had started, and because of what Cromwell did, the Parliament and the monarchy decides things. So they could not abolish slavery, because now it was in the hands of the parliamentarians. Okay?
Right, 2 Timothy 3:3 says, without natural affection. 2 Timothy 3:1 says, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yep.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves,
Yep.
covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers,
Yep.
incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
There you go. We're doing a good thing here. Remember 2 weeks ago we had those Edomite girls. One of them there, not the one next to me, I put her arm around her. She goes, can I read the Bible? You're saying I'm not good enough. I said, no, we're in the middle of doing something. And her friend that was over there, she said, you guys are doing a good thing. All right? But when we were in mainly black areas, we hardly got that, man. A few times. But that matches the prophecies that a small remnant is going to be saved. Those crews, Sambos, Uncle Toms, Aunt Jemimas, the Lord's going to get rid of them, man.
They didn't want us in bed.
Yeah.
They didn't want us in bed. Numerous times your people telling us to come out of Peckham.
Yeah.
So we're out of Peckham.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
The Spirit lead us here. All right? And it was the right decision because we had chariots. I never saw a chariot in my life until that one. And then 3 weeks later, we saw another one. All right? So we're in the right place.
Right. Verse 4 says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures.
That's it.
More than lovers of Yahweh.
And that's all these rappers and entertainers. See, and we have to put up with things like that. Our enemy not having consideration to go around. Like this guy, just going around. It's alright.
I realise you're filming, dude. Sorry.
It's alright. You know? But when you come out here, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Because last week, we had that Edomite woman stroking me, innit? Saying, oh, I hope you find peace. And I said to her, we're going to find peace when you're burnt up in nuclear missiles by the Russians, man. All right? All the thing that's going on in the media, Russia and America, that's biblical. That's your punishment. You know? But she put on a facade. But that will bother her, man. All right? We know the secrets. Therefore, we're the prophets. We're not bragging or boasting. Yeah, so we're not boasting. If you want a good meal, come to Great Millstone, man, wherever you are.
Verse 5, it says, having a form of godliness,
There you go.
but denying the power thereof, from such turn away.
And most of our people have turned away. Not just the black celebrities, all of them. But thank you. A perilous times is coming. So we have to warn you, man. All right? And with Saudi Arabia basically denying that guy got killed. What's his name? Khashoggi, you know, in Turkey. Now they're recanting their statement. Now Donald Trump says we sell arms to them, blah, blah, blah. That shows you, man. This man has got no morality, no respect, etc. But these are signs of perilous times coming. Okay?
It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and are led captive, silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
And you were talking about that in the car. With that guy, or you explain it.
Yeah, so basically on Instagram there was a guy that there was a short video and it was showing Jakes, I'm not sure where, but obviously in Africa, and there was they had fringes on their garments and they were lined up with spears and shields like they were ready for war. So someone, I can't remember what scripture it was, it was the scripture about the numbers, the border of blue and the fringes, right, the generations. So in the comment section someone was asking the question whether they were Ham or Shem. And someone else wrote in there that they didn't understand the question of Ham and Shem because according to their knowledge in the scriptures, Israelites are actually Egyptians. So he was calling them Egyptian Hebrews. He didn't even mention the name Israelites, to be honest. He just kept calling them Hebrews. So obviously I was going back and forth with this guy because he was obviously spreading false doctrine. So ultimately he didn't really get anywhere because he was proud, man. He was proud and he didn't have any knowledge of the scriptures. So that's it, you know what I mean? So, and that was just another form of an agent.
Yeah.
Because you know, like we were saying on the way to camp, you've got agents in IUIC, you've got agents in other camps, but you've got these agents online, man. You've got these agents on YouTube. They're trying to confuse the word, man.
Yep.
And it's not trying to confuse for anyone but you Jakes out there, because they don't want you to get the truth. That's it, man.
Get that Numbers, hold that, but get Numbers 15 and 38 because, like you said, they had fringes with a border of blue in Sierra Leone. All right, I got this great article in Sierra Leone about a church that know that they're Jews. It's in Freetown, I think. Or maybe they didn't say the town. But it showed the coins, alright? It has a lion on it. Sierra Leone in Portuguese means Lion Mountain. Alright? Who's the conquering lion of Judah? What's our symbol? The lion. Like Benjamin is the wolf.
It's like they use the lion here, man. It's really here.
That's right. Football teams got it, banks. That's a symbol of them saying, we conquered you, man.
This is Numbers 15, it's 37. It says, and the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringes of the borders a ribbon of blue.
There you go.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahweh, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart, and after your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring. And that's what that guy was doing, man. He was talking after his own heart, man. He didn't even come out of the scriptures. He wasn't bringing out no precepts from nothing. Everything was coming from, what's that word when it's outside knowledge?
Profane.
Basically, profane knowledge, man. That's all he was bringing out, no scriptures. And when he was bringing out the scriptures, he was butchering them, man. Butchering the scriptures, even the plainest ones that you can possibly read out the Bible, he was butchering. No knowledge.
Could be an agent.
Either an agent or just bugged out.
Just a bugged out nigger, man. And these are the fringes with the border of blue. And it's said to keep it throughout your generations. So why aren't you Israelites doing it? Oh, I didn't know I was an Israelite. All right, you know now. All right? Why don't you learn this truth? But when they're coming back to the fold, you're not supposed to pressure them. Okay, Colossians 2 and 15. Because when I first found out I was a Jake, an Israelite, people in my camp never said, listen, you got to do this, do that. If you don't, you're going to be put to death. No, man, we've been discontinued from our heritage. And the more our people come into this truth, research it, the Spirit of the Lord, if he wants to, will awake you, man, to this truth.
So if you've got camps out there that are going about the law, but they're not spiritual, man. They're just preaching the law. Yeah. And half of them are breaking it anyway. They're lineups and lining up their beers, aren't they? Here, probably listening to all sorts of whack hip hop music. Yep. You know what I mean? They're probably eating profane foods.
And everything like that. Yeah, man. So
all that madness.
So like, that's why we call them heathens. They're just heathens, man. We're not concerned with heathens.
Right, this is Colossians 2 and 15. And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly, triumphing over them in it. Verse 16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink, or in respect of any of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days.
There you go, man. Really once more time.
It says, let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink.
I mean, meat and drink, i.e. eating pork, because it's against the law. See?
Or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days.
How are they going to know what to do in a new moon Passover if they don't learn first? Then, it's like anything. You like it, you keep doing it. Even like a video game, man. Some people are addicted to them. I've reached that level, I've reached that level. Do you get what I mean? But that's what, when Israelites are being waken up, that's the way to do it. Not to tell, you got to do this, you got to do that. We want them to do it willingly. All right? And that's the spirit.
Can I just say something about that? What Yehoshua said about the Pharisees, because they used to burden the people, and he mentioned that they used to strain the gnat for the people and gulp down the camel for themselves. So there was applying the law to the people, but they wasn't applying to themselves. So that was, as you said, it would have been putting pressure on people, and they would have found it burdensome. So they couldn't get a relationship with, because of the law, they couldn't have a proper relationship with Yahweh and Yahushua.
Yeah.
So the Pharisees, isn't it?
Yeah, the Pharisees. There you go. Well, what can we do? You know, but you're right. It will be a burden onto them.
And they lift up their thing when they walk past. So look, they want us to look at them.
You're right.
They're going to get all the attention that they desire when they come to the country. They're not going to want that attention when they get it.
It's like that.
Because he said the right comment. It will be a burden onto them. You know what I mean? To pile on. Listen, in work you have an induction, right? Yeah, you have an induction. Get on your feet, learn it.